I don't even know where to begin. I guess I could begin with the date. It's Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. I don't know. First and foremost, I'm doing this for the blog because I've never done this before. And I'm always about trying something different. And I'm just not in the mood to type. I mean, I could type, but at the same time, I thought it would be more beneficial to give kind of like a video update this time around. Because it has been a couple of days. And the thing about it is, like, I have been trying my best to find little pockets of time to be able to write. But it's just been so hard. If it's not because I'm busy with something else, like, or you know what I'm saying, like dealing with work or dealing, you know what I'm saying, work in my various forms is, you know, the priority. It's sleep right now, or it's just like resting, or just like having a moment to like breathe, because I feel like my phone has been going off a lot. Complimentary, not derogatory, but also derogatory because at the same time I'm just like, bitch, I need a moment to like, okay. And if I'm gonna be very honest, let's actually start there. So the last couple of days have been a little bit of a struggle for me. I know that I wrote on Thursday, which was the day right before 12/12. I had a full day of work the next day. I had something that I was supposed to drop off and mail off for an organization that reached out to me that works with queer people of color who have been sexually assaulted. And as someone who has been sexually assaulted at various stages of my life, when they reach out to me, it was such an honor. And I was like, listen, y'all don't get just one dick. I'm gonna give y'all 3 because I have 3 to be able to give. Girl, it took me 2 weeks past the time that I told them that I was going to fucking send it to them to get to the post office to do it. And then I had to run to go get my hair cut, okay? Because listen, I was not looking like this the last time I recorded, okay? And the last time I put pictures on this motherfucker, okay? Look, the hair done, hair snatched. And I came home and I literally was like banging shit out. Like I had my computer with me on the go. Like it was very serious. I had some deadlines that I had to like meet. Then I had like a client that afternoon, right after work. And then I was supposed to have a busy weekend. I was supposed to have a happy hour on Friday. On Saturday, I was supposed to go out with one of my former students, my only child, my only son. And Sunday, I was supposed to see somebody else. I did nothing. Like, every single thing on my agenda that was, like, planned to do, I did not do. And the reason why I didn't do is because I didn't fucking feel like it. I didn't have the energy for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was actually supposed to go to a class on Saturday, a bonus class, and I didn't even show up. Like, I slept through the class accidentally. I set an alarm, the alarm went off, and I feel like the Spirit of the Lord was like, bitch, turn over. So you know what I did? I turned over. And I woke up at 2 p.m., or 1:50 p.m., excuse me. 10 minutes before class was over. And I was like, oh, well, damn. But that's just kind of like been where my spirit is. And honestly, I'll put it in the little whatever. Actually, I can do it from here. Y'all can see what my fucking mood looks like over the last like couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been a lot. So as you can see, as we move from here over, we see we had a little dip. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go back up. I feel like November was a little bit more dippy, you know what I'm saying, than December. I've been pretty decent, but like I just went through like my little like low phase. And if you can see, I go through this little low phase at this time of the month every month. It's like clockwork. It's like my myriad, okay? And yeah, I was feeling that. I think I was also feeling a lot of those feelings of, how do I say it? I spent a lot of time this weekend looking at people's stories on Instagram, and this is part of the reason why I hate Instagram. Listen, if I didn't have to use Instagram for work purposes, I would not use it, okay? Because she knows how to fuck up a mood sometimes, or just like make you reflect on things. Like, yeah, she's helpful. She got good posts and shit. People be posting funny shit, but then sometimes when you like looking at stuff and you like not in the most centered like feeling or whatever, girl, depressed. I think because my thing is, I have always had a very like small, like I'll put it like this. For a long time, as I've been like living in New York, like I haven't had like groups of friends. Like I don't have like a tribe. Like I have like little pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like I have like one-to-ones or like, you know what I'm saying, small group. And then a couple of years ago it was, you know, the people that I grew up with in college, but they're gone. And then over the last couple of years I've had to like fight to find like new friends. And then some friends move away. Some don't talk to you in the same vein that they used to talk to you before. Some people got issues with you because you decided to be ghost for the year or whatever because you got a lot of stuff going on and they taking it personal when it's not personal. It's just a lot. So like, I say all that to say, I spent some time on Instagram this weekend and I was seeing like a lot of like gay black parties, or parties where it was like the predominant energy was like queer black men. Like you could tell, you know what I'm saying? Like the girls were hanging out with each other. And I have realized I've never had like a group of girls, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never had like a group of gays that like I spend time around. I've never had like a circle, you know what I mean? And like there have been attempts for me to create circles, especially just like people who are also just like in the spiritual realm, since I've like been in spiritual work here. And every single time, like I remember the first time I ever tried to like have like a little circle, bitch, they thought that I was too popping for them and started thinking that I was jealous of them or stealing from them. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? So that fell apart. And then it's just like I've tried to go to like other like spiritual events, like, or spiritual groups like here in New York, like over the years, and it always feels like there's some sort of competition, especially when I was just showing up as trying to be receptive to the knowledge and to the lessons. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here to learn, but especially with other men, I've realized it can be a little contentious. So like that's also something that I have like a lot of trauma around. I mean, I do have like my little pockets of woo-woo people around, like, you know, New York and stuff like that, but like I don't see them. Like we're not in close relationship. And I think that that is kind of like what I was struggling with, is like I don't have close relationships with anybody in the physical sense right now. Like no one. I just had a conversation with a girlfriend of mine yesterday, and it's somebody that I love and trust. I just don't get to see them a lot. And also, if I'm being real, I'm not used to hanging out with women. Like, I have women that I talk to on a regular basis, but like hanging out with women like in person, very rare for me these days. I'm normally around niggas, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a lot of like stuff that I'm trying to like figure out and just like allow myself to like grow into. But of course, these are growing pains, you feel what I'm saying? And that feels heavy because it's like, yo, like I've not been invited to any Christmas things, you know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily like the holiday hoe, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm like, I would like to be invited somewhere, you know what I mean? In a sense of, this is where I want to go. You know what I mean? Like, or these are the people I want to be around. Like, I'm not trying to spend Christmas with new people. Like, I'm sorry. These times are supposed to be like moments of gratitude for your people, the people that you love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to go make new friends right now. I'm trying to love on the people that I know. I'm trying to love on the people that like I'm in community with, you know? And it's just hard when it's just like all your close connections live in various places, you know, across this world. And this year has definitely been a lot of shedding in regards to like relationships and stuff like that. So it's just been heavy. And then also like in the background is like, girl, you have client shit. You know what I'm saying? I got candles that were like, and are still on my list, but the energy has been so murky that like, you know what I'm saying? The energy's been so fucking murky that like, I don't want to do anything for anybody else if it's just not spiritually responsible. And then having to also explain to people like, yeah, like the reason why I haven't done your second set or your first set yet is because the vibes are not vibing, and everybody knows the vibes are not vibing, and I know that I shouldn't feel guilty about the fact that the vibes are not vibing and I'm trying to like force something. But I move with, you know, God's flow. I move with the flow of the universe, the inner flow. And we're literally listening to a theta inner flow thing in the background right now. So it's like, what is that flow for me? And also remembering, like, if I'm going to tell people to live in their design, I got to live in my design as well. And I know that mine is, like, wait for the invitation and stuff like that. And also just, like, I have to find the course that allows me to feel grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm moving effortlessly instead of like trying to be resistant. And like fighting against, and that's just not the season of things that like I'm in. We literally have like 15 days left of this fucking year. And I really want these last 15 days to be days that I honor myself and I honor what I'm feeling and I honor my truth. I feel like this year has been overwhelming as fuck. This year started off in a way that like I was already down bad. And like where I'm at right now, I'm not where I was then at all. I don't feel the same way. You feel what I'm saying? But like that heaviness is creeping. That heaviness is looming. And even like talking about it, like it makes me feel anxious. You feel what I'm saying? But I also know that like this year will be different because the way that my life is set up right now is different. It's different than it's ever been before, you know? And I feel like I'm an example of you don't get to where you get until you need to get there. And it's always on divine timing. Like, perfect example, the full-time job that I'm working for right now, girl, I applied for this job 7 years ago and got denied. So the fact that I'm working here 7 years in the future, divine timing for everything. But yeah, I'm just really trying to like make these last 15 days count and also just like honor me. I did set up some time with one of my girlfriends to like spend time in person. The last week of the year, I have some clients that I'm going to be taking through like these last like couple weeks, but I'm going to be doing a lot of time for like resting. This is the last week of work before the holidays start. So it's really just like trudging to the finish line at this point. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody can do it, bitch, it's me. I'm trying to figure out what else I need to like spill because they're like, don't get into the cards yet. But I don't know, y'all. I didn't do anything for the 12/12 portal or anything productive, like, or just like for myself. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe that's like what I really need to focus on is just like, what do I need? Because like over the last like couple of months, I've been super, super busy, and like being super busy is cool, but like I enjoy bed rotting, you know? I enjoy having moments to breathe, and I just feel like I haven't had a lot of time to breathe. And I'm the only person that can fix that. But I do know that like my power is coming back. I do know that things are coming back to me. I've had so many blessings come into my life over the last like couple of months. It's actually like insane how many blessings have just kind of like happened back to back to back to back to back. And I know there's so many more like on the way. And I also know that like this is a slow year that's like on the horizon for me. I was looking at my numerology for the year next year, and it's a 2-year for me. So I find it very interesting that this was a 1 year in my personal year, which makes sense. I'm a life path 1, and then next year is going to be a 10-year or a 1 year. It's also going to be the year of the horse. Then like North Node, South Node is going to be in Aquarius and Leo, which is my North Node and South Node. So I just feel like something is shifting. And I just need to get my spirit in order so that way I'm ready for it. Anyway, I rambled a lot. She's the one. Okay? She's the one with the calcium and vitamin D. And I don't know about you niggas that drink pulp. That's weird. That's weird to me. Okay? But anyway, y'all saw me post this on my stories if you follow me on social media, because I know some of y'all don't. But this is the card I got yesterday for like the card of the week. Her eye ever open. And it's the number 37. And I don't know if y'all know, but like anything that has like a 7 in it, like 17 is my favorite number. 27 would be next. 37 would be after that. Like, so 37 popping up was just like, okay. It says, her eye ever open. We bring you the empowerment of her eye ever open. The divine protection around you is absolute and complete. Your simple request for Universal Mother to watch out for you and to protect what has meaning for you allows you to live your life, do your work, and know the most powerful one is caring for your well-being on all levels. You can trust, be free from worry, and remain open to the world. So it talks a lot. I read this yesterday. I'm not about to read all of this right now. But it talks about like people that will be there to support you. You know what I'm saying? There will always be people who are, there to admire and support you and who you are, and then those that, for their own fearful reasons, will not. If you allow the negativity of those in fear to become part of how you view yourself, you will undermine yourself. You will have allowed negativity to sabotage your spiritual light. So this is also just like a sign of just like the things that I've been dealing with, obviously from relationships that are not in my life anymore. And also just like shit with my family that y'all know that I've been dealing with this year or whatever. And it also just like made me flash somebody in like my mind, because I feel like there are some people that want to see if they still have access to me. And I need to go ahead and treat them the same way that they treated me before. It's underneath the guise of like not necessarily karma, but also just like I can sense that you are still testing me to see if you have access to me. And like, do you deserve to have access to me is my question. Okay. And then it also talks about, sometimes you attract people that have their own shit going on, you know what I'm saying? And like it starts making you think about like your own vibration and just like what is it that I'm emitting, you know what I'm saying, for people to like come to me to be healed or whatever in relationship and connection and whatever. And it's just like being responsible for your own responses to the world is appropriate. Assuming that the consciousness that another chooses for themselves as you're doing is not. If you do this, you are colluding with the fear, agreeing that it is appropriate behavior for another to blame you for their pain. This is not wise, true, or empowering for anyone. As you learn to support your open and loving nature with strong boundaries and self-respect, the Universal Mother Tara, with her eye ever open, will also watch out for you as you expand your life. She will create a field of fierce compassion and protective grace around you. If one fearful person attempting to attack you could cause you to lose your footing and prevent many people from benefiting from your light, she will step in, often without you even realizing you need divine protection and support. You can relax and know that once you make a commitment to the Universal Mother to help nurture the world with love, you shall benefit from her unconditional grace, protection, and support. With her eye ever open, nothing shall go unnoticed, and her notice stops fears in its tracks. If you have fear about being seen, becoming visible, or coming out in the spiritual closet out of concern for what others will think or do, or perhaps feel that an unresolved past life issue where you are harmed for your beliefs is coming up, take comfort. This oracle brings you Divine Mother's healing intervention. You're meant to overcome this and move trustingly into the light. And then it gives like this healing process, but this also reminds me of this video that I got this morning from somebody that I met at a event that I did a couple of weeks ago. I know that y'all remember I did that tarot event a couple of weeks ago at Ulla Johnson and everything. So one of the women that I met at this sent me a video at 4:14 this morning. This is what it is.
At this point, I'm not...
Oh.
At this point, I'm not even spiritual no more. Because if y'all spiritual, then the hell no, I don't want to be it. I just am. Okay, from now on, I just am. I just exist. I'm not none of that. Don't classify, don't use language. Don't even, like, I'm almost done talking. I'm almost done showing my eyes. I'm going to start just gazing into my third eye all the time. Because I'm on a completely different level than y'all. I'm on a completely different dimension than most niggas. Most of y'all cannot even see me. If you can't look directly at the sun at any time of the day, then you can't see me literal. Straight up. And I'm about to be done talking. I'm about to just go telepathic on that ass. Sound bowling. Okay, but all the titles and you gotta do this and trying to put rules and regulations on spirituality. Bro, being spiritual is being able to just exist. However the fuck you want to exist. Being able to just be. Period. No words, no nothing. Just see how the sun just exists and shines light and love and peace and abundance. That is the essence of spirituality or existence. That's the essence of existence. Just to be. So I'm done being spiritual and I just am. Something better than line back to the present quarter. I'll share love life. At this,
I'm just done. Like, I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living. That's really all that I can say right now. And I don't know why that took me there, but like, it just felt very important to just be like, I don't want to project this onto myself, and I don't want this projected onto me, bitch. I ain't got the answers. Actually, I do, but I don't, but I do, but I don't. I'm just here to guide. And I'm also here to guide myself, and I'm just trying to like exist and be, and like, the more that I put pressure on me, the more that I think that others are putting pressure on me, and I allow that to affect how I show up, I'm not doing my fucking job. And I know that I'm good. So we good. I call upon the crystal angel of Tibetan Quartz and Goddess Tara, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of her ever eye open. You surround me with your unconditional divine protection and field of fierce, compassionate grace. I thank you for protecting the expression of my light in the world. May the light and love that serves you always be shielded from fear. Through your divine mercy and my own free will, so be it. Your affirmation, I am protected and supported in the fierce, empowering grace of the Divine Mother. That's going to go back in my altar in the living room. I really was going to do like a second card or whatever. But like at this point, I'm honestly sweating behind this motherfucking hoodie and shit and this hat. I guess just like the energy that's moving like around me and everything. I'm shedding a lot, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, y'all going through it, so am I. You know, and you know, I'm feeling it deep down in my coochie. And I'm over it. But at the same time, I know that like there's a lot on the other side of this. And I feel like I've like talked in circles, but like whatever. I just feel like this is kind of like a season of me just doing me the best that I can do. But I also know that there's a lot of stuff that I need to like get better with, and I just need to like get in gear. Need to get my organization up. Like, I haven't been to the doctor yet. I need to go to the doctor. I know that there are issues that are happening with me. I know that I'm having problems. I just have like, because I got to like change my insurance, and I got to like call back the doctor, and then I got to tell them what the people said at the first place, and it's just a lot, and I just haven't had time for it, or the mental capacity to do it. I've got stuff that like I'm supposed to be like working on. Excuse me. I haven't even come up with like my goals for like next year, and I need to spend some time like thinking about those. I have books I want to read. Like, I have my website I want to, like, get up and running. Like, I have so much stuff to work on, and it just feels like there's never not enough time, and I'm trying to, like, not beat myself up. Like, I'm not a fucking robot, and I can do what I can, and I do what I need to when I need to. But, yeah. Let me get my little balancing spray. I don't know if you ever heard of my girlfriend, H2H, shout out to Mel, Healing Boutique. This is the Aura Balancing Spray that I use, that I just got in the mail. This also Love Me Some Me, and then I also use to help balance myself. Where is that diva at? Because I just used her a second ago. Here she is. The Moon Nectar Apothecary Golden Ray Mist. You see, she's almost out, girl. Okay? She's almost out. I've been wearing her out. But I got her back, like, around my birthday, and she's still been tearing it. But I'm going to pull the card that I will be putting on, because I do the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck for my Ancestor altar, and then I do the Earth Angel, the Earth Warrior deck for... the Earth Warrior deck for my Higher Self altar. Guess what number it is? What number is it? You can't tell me, bitch. I'll read the first couple words and I'm done. Out of darkness, the light is born. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure, empowered, and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world, Ashe. Trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace, and light to disorder, chaos, and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with this higher purpose in all ways. It says, in a reading, all issues can be healed through the unlimited recourse and creative resourcefulness of the divine. You are destined to be part of a creative solution for any issues that you have in your life or that exist in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that divine genius can resolve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. Trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible situations can be turned around. With willing human engagement and divine grace, there is more than enough light, healing, creative innovation, wisdom, and energy available to keep Mother Earth and all her creatures, including humanity, thriving. Never give up your hope and trust in what is possible, nor your willingness to act upon that hope and trust. It says literally there's enough for every fucking body. So like, don't think that you're not gonna get, don't think that you're not gonna win, don't think that you're, you know what I'm saying? You're never late, baby. You're right on time. You're right on time, and that was a message for me too. Because I know that like some of the things that are just like happening in the dark are gonna convert into light to me someday, and I can't wait for that day. Because like the shit that I feel like I have like on my shoulders is just like heavy, and I would never want this for anyone. But I also know that like there's a higher purpose, and like on the other side of it, it's gonna be good. Anyway, I got a big ass forehead. That's why I love Tyra Banks. Okay, I'm part of her 5-head tribe. Let's do orange. Shout out to Survivor 45. Survivor finale's tomorrow. Looking forward to that. We'll be watching it at home because I don't think I'm supposed to be around people. Anyway, before I forget, Purple Pants Premonitions just dropped. So this is also part of the reason why I didn't do a reading for the week, is because, girl, y'all about to get a whole video. And I can only do but so much. And I literally was supposed to record the Purple Pants Premonitions, bitch, at the top of fucking December like we normally do, or at the end of November, and bitch, no, it wasn't giving that. So I hope y'all enjoy that. Y'all can go from here over there if you haven't seen the post already. I'll post it in the show notes and everything like that. But I love you all. I still have sessions open. I have 2 yearly spreads still open, and candles. Remember that new moon is on Saturday or Friday. So if you want your candles, let me know.